And now, ladies and gentlemen, to continue our program, please welcome the 38th Vice Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Michelle Howard.
Mic's not on. All righty. Mic is on. Thank you. Senator Nunn, fellow admirals and generals, and Lone Saner honorees, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm honored to recognize an exemplary Navy veteran and outstanding citizen. Jim Skinner is the personification of the American spirit. He is as classic as baseball, and dare I say it, McDonald's French fries. Mr. James A. Skinner was born in the Navy. No, really. His father was in the Navy in World War II, and Jim was born in the Brooklyn Naval Hospital. Soon after Jim was born, his dad moved the family to Davenport, Iowa, where Jim grew up. Davenport, Iowa, in the late 1950s and 60s was much like the rest of the Midwest, experiencing the post-war economic success, starting to shift away from farming and into the technological advances and interconnection that accompanied American growth and success through the 1950s. By 1959, the small city was thriving, building 1,000 homes a year. And in 1960, 16-year-old Jim Skinner attended the newly opened West High School, where he played baseball and was a part of the wrestling team. But it wasn't all sunshine. As he worked his way through high school, he struggled through domestic turmoil. Faced with strife at home, Jim made a momentous decision. He volunteered for the U.S. Navy and left Davenport immediately upon graduation. He packed his sea bag with his work ethic, discipline, and an affinity for teamwork that he'd learned in high school. And Jim instantly found a home in the Navy, loving boot camp and assimilating on board the USS Oriskany as an instructor to other fire controlmen, and finally ending his time on board the USS Midway. Through his own service, Jim internalized the value of great mentorship, opportunities to grow, and learning to master your own destiny. When Jim left the Navy, he continued to live the values of honor, courage, and commitment, and even better, he carried the message forward. Throughout his wildly successful 41 years at McDonald's, he exemplified the can-do attitude he learned in the Navy. He taught the people around him what he learned. He continued to mentor and lead, and he remembered to give back. Last year, Jim returned to West High School after 51 years of absence. The place had bittersweet memories for him, but he went because he felt it was time to share his story. He wanted the current West High Schoolers to know they can do something, contribute something, and that others will benefit from what they can offer. And he is right. Jim has taught us we can all grow up to be bigger than we dare to imagine. So many communities, the U.S. Navy, McDonald's, this country, his hometown, are better for Jim Skinner. Please watch the video.